You are watching the NASCAR Discord Cup Series on the Riley77 channel. How's it going, everybody? Riley77 here, and welcome to the second season of the NASCAR Discord Cup Series. That's right, we do have a Season 2. Season 1 was planning on being the only season of the series to bring back stop motion for one time, but since I had a lot of fun of doing this during the pandemic, I decided, why not? Let's go ahead and do a second installment, and the first one was really great. So thank you all for that, and because of that, this is the reason why Discord Cup Series is back. We are excited to race at Daytona International Speedway for the Daytona 500, the biggest race in all of NASCAR. This is the first race of the season, and everyone dreams about winning here. And we also have a bunch of new drivers and some returning ones that have never raced in the Discord Cup Series before. So let's go ahead and check them out. Toxic Neo is a good driver to watch for today. He is in the 32 car again for another season. He is the defending champion and the defending Daytona 500 champion. He won the Daytona 500 barely over Jimmy Johnson, and he won the championship, finishing second place behind the upsetter, Ty Dillon. Ty Dillon somehow won the Talladega race, and Toxic Neo finished second, which was the best position out of every single championship contender. So it's going to be interesting on if he can win the Daytona 500 again, or even the championship again. We'll have to find out later this season. Kyle Larson makes his return to NASCAR. He ended up having an incident back in April that nearly ruined his whole entire career, but he got a second chance, thankfully, and now he is back and ready to go ahead and get back racing. He's excited to go ahead and get back into the car after a long time of not racing in NASCAR, and he is going to go ahead and have a tight season because he's going to be a little rusty probably, but it's going to be interesting what he can do for today here at Daytona. Eric Jones is now in the Richard Petty Motorsports 43 car after getting kicked out of Joe Gibbs after the 2020 season. He had a little bit of a struggling season, but he can also be a decent driver. In my opinion, I think that it would have been better if he made it to the 48, but whatever, Larson's in there now. It'll be interesting on what Eric Jones can do, though, for this season. Bubba Walsh Jr. has now moved over to 23X1, a new team that was created by Denny Hamlin and Michael Jordan. It is going to be very interesting on what these two are going to do together now that they're basically on the same team. And now that Michael Jordan's part of NASCAR, it's going to be interesting on how his team's going to work out for this season. There's a lot of changes that happened after 2020, and now let's go ahead and see how they're going to do for today while they're taking their pace laps for today. Here's a look at your Hydrovenom Energy Water starting lineup. Row 1, Eric Almirola and Matt DiBenedetto. Row 2, Chase Elliott and Toxic Neo. Row 3, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and William Byron. Row 4, Chase Briscoe and Cole Custer. Row 5, Eric Jones and Denny Hamlin. Row 6, Joey Logano and Ross Chastain. Row 7, Kyle Larson and Martin Truex Jr. Row 8, Chris Buescher and Bubba Walsh Jr. Then we have Ryan Blaney and Christopher Bell. Then we got Ryan Newman and Brad Keselowski, along with Alex Bowman and Austin Dillon. Then we have Kevin Harvick and Kurt Busch. And rounding it out is the 18 of Kyle Busch. Season 2 is now underway. We are racing here at Daytona. Eric Almirola and Matt DiBenedetto are side by side. Almirola's going to lead, followed by Chase Elliott. Elliott's shoved down the line. Almirola's going to lead. Almirola to the inside right now. We're going to go down the front straight right now. Almirola leads. Oh, crash in the middle, I'd say. As we have a 6-car pileup, everybody else just stops. But the caution is going to come out for the first time today here on lap number 2. An early caution comes out again for the second straight 500. Last season, we didn't even get through a full lap. As here's a look at the replay. Here's a look at the replay here. It looks like Logano, I think, kind of got into Stenhouse a little bit, and then got into Blaney, and Logano even got involved, and Newman had nowhere to go. Byron and Cole Custer also had nowhere to go in front of Ricky Stenhouse Jr., and That's what made that big crash happen. Green flag's back, and they were back racing. Almirola and Chase Elliott side by side. Almirola and Chase Briscoe get a good run. Down the back straightaway again. Oh, bad crash on the back. And it's a big crash on the back straightaway. The red flag is actually going to be waved here, as we had a bad crash just happen there on the back straightaway. That was a crazy crash right there. Here's a look at the replay of that wreck. Oh, it looked like Eric Jones cut a tire down and got into Alex Bowman. Denny Hamlin had nowhere to go. Chris Buescher and Bubba Wallace also had nowhere to go. And Chris Buescher got a little bit of air there. That's the reason why the red flag came out. Make sure he was okay after that. But thankfully, he landed on his wheels, and he is all right as he gets out of that car just fine. So we are right now currently under a red flag condition right now. We'll be back for the green flag after this message. You are watching the NASCAR Discord Cup Series on the Riley 77 channel.
Roman Reigns about to set something big up. Spear! That might be all she wrote right there.
2.
Sheamus kicks right out. Listen, fella, I need a big favor from you. I'm about to lose the match, and I need to know what I should do to change that. Not much I can do other than give you a can of Hydro Venom energy water. Or I'll take all that I can get. Thanks, fella. Sheamus back in the ring out of nowhere with an incredible brogue kick. This
2,
match is over.
3.
Imagine all the things a can of Hydro Venom could do for you. Hydro Venom energy water. Fueling winners since 2019.
Welcome back to Daytona International Speedway. I'm Riley77, as we're right now ready to go back racing here on lap number 7. Chase Elliott is going to lead us to the green, followed by Eric Almirola.
Green flag's back in the air on lap number 9. Chase Elliott's going to take the lead, followed by Toxic Neo. Eric Almirola behind him. Toxic Neo is going to move on the outside, as he's going to try to get a good run. Elliott right now gets a good run. He's going to go on the outside. Now DeBenedetto gets a good run. As he comes down the back straightaway once again, DeBenedetto's going to lead. Chase Elliott trying to get a good run with Toxic Neo. They're side by side right now on the outside. 3 wide now in the back. And, oh, car around. It's Martin Truex Jr. Caution comes out again for Martin Truex Jr. That's our third caution of today on lap number 9. Here's the replay of that wreck. Oh, it looks like it was just off. Oh, Kurt Busch, I think, spun out. It was just off camera, but Kurt Busch kind of spun out Truex. I think he was trying to bump draft him and ended up spinning him out. We're going to have an overtime restart, so this means we're going to have 2 laps to go. Matt DiBenedetto is going to lead us to the green. We are back racing with 2 to go. Matt DiBenedetto and Chase Elliott are side by side. DiBenedetto getting a good run on the inside lane. We have Christopher Bell following him behind him as he comes into turns 3 and 4. 1 more lap to go. Matt DiBenedetto leads. Into turn. Oh, car around Christopher Bell. Matt DiBenedetto saves it. Chase Briscoe and Toxic Neo. Oh, big crash. Toxic Neo and Kevin Harvick save it. Eric Almirola coming in. It's too close to call. A photo finish comes out as we have a crazy finish. I have no idea who won that. It was super close. As we're going to have to go to the replay to find out who won that.
Here's a look at the finish. They said Toxic Neo crossed the line first, which he did. However, did he shove Kevin Harvick down the apron? If he did, Eric Almirola would win the race. However, if he didn't, Toxic Neo would win the race. And it's called! Toxic Neo has just won his 2nd straight Daytona 500 in dramatic fashion. He spun out in that wreck, saved it somehow, and somehow managed to win the race. That was a crazy move by Toxic Neo. I cannot believe he just won that. I thought Almirola was going to come in hot and take him the win, but he didn't. And Toxic Neo can celebrate again tonight. Here's a look at every single car that got involved in that wreck there. It was an 8-car pileup if you include Toxic Neo and Kevin Harvick. Harvick and Toxic Neo managed to keep it going, and Toxic Neo won the race, but these 6 did not. Or no, 5 actually. Christopher Bell spun out in turns 1 and 2. Austin Dillon, Kurt Busch, Kyle Busch, Chase Elliott, and Clint Boyer, they all got involved in the wreck in turns 3 and 4. And Toxic Neo and Kevin Harvick saved it. Harvick finished 4th, spinning out again. And Toxic Neo held on to win somehow. I have no idea how, but he did, and it was an amazing finish. Almirola has finished 2nd place Matt Benedetto got 3rd, Kevin Harvick 4th, and then Keselowski 5th to round out the top 5. Here's a look at the point standings. The top 8 get points, remember, and everybody else that finishes 9th or worse don't get any points throughout the season. When we get to the final 3 races, that is when the playoffs will happen, and the top 8 in points will move on to the playoffs, and then the top 4 in points will move on to the championship race, and the best position in that race, which is back here at Daytona, will win the championship. So that is it for this race today. Thank you all for watching this coverage of the NASCAR Discord Cup Series. We will see you all next time at Ocean View Speedway. This is Riley77, signing off for now. Thank you for watching.